Everyone, the lifeline to your unfiltered media experience. I'm your host, Gian Thomas. This is my co-host, D. Williams, and we got our weekly guest, Russ Sanders. And as we see, guys, we see in our poor country, I mean, we just had Russ speak on it. I mean, there's just so much racism alive and well in this place that, you know, and we've already done so many stories on the cops being racist, but what another part that people rarely hear or talk about is how the cops provoke and like initially like try to get black people or try to get some people just to attack them. In Buffalo, New York, a woman was verbally assaulted by a Buffalo police lieutenant when she was recording the incident. And so we're going to play this clip.
We have cameras too.
Okay. Get away from me. Can you get away from me?
No.
Why?
Move me.
I'm not gonna move you, but you can get away from me though.
No.
You can get away from me.
No, I don't.
Personal space.
Excuse me. Is that your car?
Nope. I don't have a car.
I just saw you in a car.
But it's not mine.
Yeah?
Mm-mm.
How are you?
I'm good.
He's got two crack pipes and just attacked his mother.
It doesn't matter.
It does
doesn't
matter.
have to talk to you.
He doesn't.
There's no need for all these policemen to handle someone who's on drugs.
Mm-hmm.
There isn't.
Okay.
Do you think you need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 people to handle someone who's on drugs? He's not in his right mind.
And violent.
Huh?
And violent.
There's 10 people that needs to handle someone.
He was holding a weight in his hand. He could have smacked you in the head.
I wasn't near him. I wasn't gonna go near him.
Yeah.
I was far away from him.
Mm-hmm. You're a disrespectful little fucking cunt. That's what you are.
Thank you. You're gonna be viral. You're gonna be viral. I'm just telling him he doesn't have to say anything. He's not in his right mind.
He doesn't.
He's not in his right mind. You can definitely tell.
You know, you could get off the sidewalk though.
Why?
Because it's a public sidewalk.
And I'm a public person. I live
start
here.
walking.
No, I don't have to.
You do.
No, I don't.
Okay.
You guys can help him right now.
We are. We're getting him in the hospital right now.
You don't need 10 people. You're not helping him.
He's fought with the police for us for 20 years. We do need it.
Okay.
Okay? How old are you?
I'm not talking to
12?
you anymore. Okay.
14?
Thank you.
Well, yeah.
Thank you.
I don't care if I go by your own. I really don't.
Thank you for calling me a cunt, though.
We know what we're doing. Where do you work? Where do you work?
For the federal government.
Do you?
Mm-hmm.
Which federal government?
Yeah, you don't need to know any more than that.
Okay, because I'm going to come to your work and sit there and tape you.
Go ahead. You can do that. I don't think they'll let you in, though. So it's okay.
They will.
No, they won't. You need a badge.
I have one.
Not the badge that you need.
Yeah. What do you do? Are you a secretary?
Because I'm a woman?
I'm just asking. Are you a doctor?
None of your business. Qualified enough to work for
Their qualifications are how low?
He was literally pushing me, and now he's trying to chastise me like I care. I don't care.
I don't care either.
Okay.
You're going to get nothing here.
It's okay. I don't mind getting nothing, and I don't mind that guy is out of his mind right now. I just want to make sure he's okay.
He is okay.
Okay.
What bad's going to happen with the police here?
Well, we were just concerned because there were so many.
Attacked his mother.
Well, you called me a cunt, and you shoved me. You were oppressing.
I didn't shove you.
You didn't. You weren't pressing on.
No.
You weren't pressing yourself on me.
No.
You're a lie.
Yes.
And he literally was. Am I dangerous? Are you scared of me? Are you scared of me?
As we see, guys, we see that she was harassed by this cop. She said that you're going viral, and he didn't care because that cop had did something previously the week before. So he's like, he had cursed out a journalist. I mean, these cops are mad with power, drunk with power. I mean, he's bumping up against. He was like bumping up against her, and she was just trying to record because you have to record the cops, and he didn't like that. He did not like that, so he cursed her out, and just called her a whole bunch of names. I mean, just disgusting. I mean, someone who's supposed to protect and serve, and you're verbally abusing. And it's probably because she was black and she was, standing up for that other guy, just trying to be. And she said, why was the cops even called for this? I mean, this was not even a situation. He needed help, and they call the cops. The cops get called for everything. And then when every problem is a nail and all you have is a hammer, of course you're gonna always have issues. You're gonna always be banging things out, and that's what the cops do. They bang, then they shoot, and they kill, and then bam, you're dead. I mean, it's just horrible. And this cop he has a history of issues. Why is no one surprised? This is not surprising. This is a bad apple. That's why we need more than the legislation that's being proposed right now. We need to do something with the bad cops that's already in there now. That's quiet right now because things are hot. Of course they're not going to be. Well, hell, they're still doing crazy racist stuff. I mean, look at this. So they're waiting to get caught. They're like, America's big, but y'all are all going viral. This story happened in New York. We're talking about we're in Texas. So that just goes to show you that the news is getting out there. Y'all are not safe because you know why? Because of the cell phones. The cell phones are the great equalizer, like I keep saying, everybody. You could bring somebody down with that. So go ahead, Rush. Let me hear your raw take on this, man.
Expose them all. Bring them all down. These are entitled cowards. These guys that do this, that go around, these cops that do this, they go around provoking people because they're looking for a reaction. And that reaction is to get you to do something out of the norm that they feel that scares them so they can shoot and kill you. So until America realizes we have a problem with authority, with cops that roll around with badges that want to take their authority, misabuse their power as far as wearing that badge. Until we realize that, I mean, this what he did in that video was just despicable and just disgusting. He cursed the girl out. I mean, like, what was the cause of you cursing this young lady out? What was the cause of that? Some of these guys, they get picked on in school. they get picked on in school, bullied, and so they said, I want to be a cop. Listen, I'll be a cop and I'll show them. And they be a cop. And instead of them taking all the good to the surface, they take all the bad to the surface. And now it's a chance for them to prove I'm big, I'm bad, and I can scare you. And at any cost, I might kill you. Yeah. And the thing about it is, until our local government, federal level, until legislation is put into place to change some of these things, this is going to be just a thing that's reoccurring, and it's coming out. We're seeing more videos day by day, week by week, of dirty cops that do not deserve to wear a badge. They don't even deserve to wear a security badge, right? Yeah. So just to see that video, what he said, and if anybody in their right mind think that was the right thing to do to that young lady and curse her out and say all those things and demean her, well, we know what side of the bridge that you're on, point blank. Whether you're black, and I want to say this. It's black folks feel just as differently about certain things, about the cops and everything. So it's not all white folks. And it's not all white cops that feel a certain way. I'm starting to realize this just in the media about how some of these cops, some of them they don't even, if they see the other cop doing something wrong, they're too scared to speak up. So they just let it go on. This is the reason why we have the George Floyd case right now today.
Let me stop you right there. I disagree that they're too scared to speak up. They don't speak up because they're with the program. And you also said that maybe they went to school, they were bullied in school, so now they have to prove themselves. That's not why they're being aggressive towards black people. They're being aggressive towards black people because that's just in their blood to do. It's been like that since day one, literally day one in the world. And so we don't want to give them an excuse to feel justified in being aggressive towards black people or towards anybody for that matter. When it comes down to police brutality, we want you to feel responsible for what you've done. And the way the cop was just taunting the girl, first off, it was 10 cops there. She counted them. It was 10 cops there just to supposedly help one guy that was said to be caught with 2 crack pipes, and they said that he had recently attacked his mom. Well, I was also watching another video, and the lady said that same girl, I think, said that's not how people are in Buffalo. It's like if no one messes with you, if you don't mess with them, and if you mess with them, then they're not going to physically retaliate. They're just going to tell you off. So even if he was violent, it didn't take 10 cops. And I think that the officer was mad because, for one, not only was he being recorded, but then he was being recorded by a black girl who knew her rights. And I think that he was mad because maybe, just maybe, they were up to no good. Because if they were just doing their job the way that they should be doing their job, he would have absolutely nothing to have been mad about. He would have had no, he would not have been felt the need to approach the young lady and just harass her. And he called her a disrespectful little effing. You guys seen the video, and she still handled it. She handled it very, 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 very well. And just the look on his face while he was, provoking her, trying to provoke her anyway, putting his body up against her, just invading her personal space, all because he was mad. But what I really loved about it was that regardless of how mad he was, he couldn't do nothing.
Yeah.
Because she was strong. She didn't act out. She had a witness. She was a witness. And let me do this real fast. Y'all see this right here? All you bad apples, y'all see these? These are the equalizer right here. Like I said in the last show, you both said, black folks, when you go out like you filming your own personal reality show.
Yeah.
Take your camera. You almost, like you said, you almost got to hit record as soon as you go out the door, because you never know. And if you be provoked, black people, young or old black people, look at the video and see how she handled it and try to mimic that. Because if you handle it any other kind of way, you may end up dead.
Yeah.
Knee on your neck. And so we can take something from the video. All cops are not bad. We do know that. But right now, it's seeming like most of them are. We keep being told that there's a small number, but we see it a little bit different. Every day, there's something that a cop is doing that's not legal. So, and it's always a different cop.
Yeah.
It's always a different cop. So, who can say that? Oh, it's just a very, very, very small number. That's the dumb Trump stuff. We gotta be aware, and we gotta just be educated, like we always say. Be educated, know how to handle situations when they arise, because if you handle it right, then you get the right results.
Yeah, definitely. I just think, man, just I went to the barbershop today, and I heard, and there was a sheriff actually in there, and he was talking about his experience and how he has to deal with racism from other cops. And to me, I'm like, for you to have to work in that environment, and they know they're treating your own people like that. And because he had Black Lives Matter on his screensaver, he said, and they asked him, well, why you got that? You don't support us? And it's just, man, it's just so bad. Like, these cops, like you said, these cops from the beginning, from their start, they were used to catch runaway slaves. So just from the beginning of policing, it's always been bad between between black people and cops. And so if you don't have the good cops speaking on these bad cops, then you fall in the category of being a bad cop, because you are letting something wrong and unjust happen. And you sit there and take a blind eye to that, then you are part of the problem. You are not part of the solution.
Exactly.
And so, there needs to be a way higher standard to be a cop. We've been saying this for almost months on this show. There just needs to be higher standards.
Exactly.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, I feel like right now you can be born, go to school, go to high school, graduate, and go be a cop.
Yeah.
You ain't got to stay in school long. You don't have to have no extraordinary training. You just, hey, I want to be a cop. It's almost like now you can go and be a cop like going to get a job. Going to get a regular job. But you got 3-month probation, a 90-day probation period, 3 months. That's almost like you add one more month, you can be a cop.
Yeah, no. So, guys, we see that the cell phones are the great equalizer in these rough times, and that is your best tool against cops and injustice right now. You have to get it on camera so you can then try and expose it, bring it to maybe some other authorities. I mean, because it's hard to ask the police to police themselves, but I mean, we need to try and do something. Right. And maybe you can bring it to your local politician and tell them and let them know, like, this is what you're going through. And if you want my vote and other people who look like me, you have to start doing stuff for us so we don't continue to have experiences like this. That's how you have to fight the system. That's how we have to fight the system in the modern day age, guys. So, I mean, I know a lot of things be doom and gloom, but I mean, these are trying times. These are trying times. As we know, America's always been racist. It's just now everything is out in the open. So we just have to find new ways how to fight it. But guys, I want to thank everybody for watching. Please kill that like button and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you're notified anytime that we have an upload. That's our show, guys. Y'all have a great day.